Hey, what's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Faith Ahumwaza. Today we're going to be talking about expressing and storage of breast milk. Well, expressing breast milk can be a little bit tricky, but it is the way to go for especially working moms and those mothers that need a little bit of comfort and freedom as they're navigating the life of having a newborn. We're going to be discussing how and ways to store your breast milk after you've expressed it, and before you express it, what have you used to express it? Well, there are two ways of expressing breast milk, and we're going to be talking about it. Well, if you're new here, you are welcome. Feel free to join the beautiful family by subscribing. If you find this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and tap the notification button so that you can always be informed every time I upload a video. If you've been here before, if you're a returning subscriber, thank you. Well, expressing breast milk can be done in two different ways that I know of and use. For y'all that don't know, I have two beautiful children. One is 4 years, another one is 11 months. We are still making a year. First of all, I always have a lot of milk, so I need a little relief in the first 3 months. Secondly, I'm a working mom. After 3 months, I have to go back for work, so I have to maneuver through, so which means I have to find a way of expressing this breast milk. I started it for my little one. The first way of expressing breast milk is by using a pump. Well, there are two kinds of pumps. There is a manual pump and there is an electric pump. In the video that I'm going to put up there, I shared a bit of how to use a manual breast pump. So if you would like to know more about a manual breast pump, please feel free to look out for that video. And yes, an electric pump, also make a video about how to assemble it and how to use it. So yeah, look out for it anytime soon. Well, those are the two types of pumps that you can use for expressing breast milk. For the manual pump, it's manual. You will just assemble it, place it on your breast, put the bottle down, express the milk into the bottle. For the electric pump, you have to connect it to a socket so that it can be able to express the milk from your breast. Like, you don't need to put in a lot of effort. It is done by itself by the electricity. Those are the two types of pumps that you can use to express your breast milk. The other type of expressing breast milk that I know of and that I've used, though I did not use it for a long time, that is using your own hands. For example, for my first child, I gave birth to her during COVID-19 lockdown. It had just hit our country, so I wasn't ready because I was just by the time it hit, I was about 8 months. They looked all the supermarkets were very far from me, and yeah, by the time I gave birth, it was a little bit tough. No transport, no nothing. It was a bit tough, so I was unable to purchase a breast pump then. But I had a lot of milk that would bring me fevers, that would bring me, it was really a terrible experience since I was a first-time mother and I went through that. I even went for treatment for having a lot of milk. Can you imagine? Anyway, so yes, I was told by one of my aunties that I can actually get some relief by using my own hands to express the milk out. Because the baby was so little, she could just take the smallest portion possible from the lot of milk that I had, and the rest would just keep in there, and it was very painful. So I resorted to using my own hands. What I would do, I would make sure I get my clean clothes. I get my clean warm water, boiled warm water. I dip the cloth into the water, then I clean my breast. Afterwards, I get a bit of hot water, not so hot, but hot-ish. I dip the cloth in it and I place it around my breast so that it could, heat up melt the breast milk inside there. Then it would help on the flow, and I would gently squeeze the milk into the bottle, and then I would have my 100 plus meals, just expressing using my own hands, and also a lot of relief. For storage of breast milk, it can be a little bit challenging because it was for me at first. Before I mastered it, I had a lot of questions. I made a lot of research. I asked a lot of people about storing of breast milk because I wanted it to be as good as how it is when it comes from the breast into my baby's, life. So yes, I'm very sure what I'm going to share with you, it will help a mother out there that is maybe busy or just needs information about this as she's preparing herself for, work. Maternity leave is done and you need to go back for work, and you're still looking for a way of handling, of doing this to the fullest, giving your baby breast milk to at least up to 6 months. Well, this is it. Breast milk can be stored up to a year. Yeah. How? Like I said, expressing, you have to make sure everything is clean. Well, naturally, breast milk is supposed to be coming from the mother's breast into the baby's life. But because of what happens after you have to go for work, you have a busy schedule, a lot of things will bring in expressing milk. So you have to be very, very clean as you're expressing milk and as you're storing milk to avoid your baby from getting infections from breast milk. Can you imagine getting infections from the breast milk? So you have to be very, very vigilant and very, very clean. Well, breast milk can be stored up to a year. Yeah, I have seen people that are storing breast milk up to a year. But how? Well, the first thing, you can express your breast milk into your clean containers like these ones. You can get them from Amazon. You can get them from Jumia. If you're in Uganda, you can get them from anywhere. You can get them from supermarkets, or you can use these kinds of packets. Yeah. If you want to store your milk for a long time, this would do the magic for you. Yeah. Myself, I used only containers and bottles. I didn't use the packets. I'm calling them packets. Yeah, but yeah, I did use them because I wasn't storing milk for a long time. Let me start from here. If you are at home and you're not living at home, you're not living home, or you're stepping away from home for just a few hours, you can express and store at room temperature. If you want to store at room temperature, it can go up to 4 hours. Yeah. If you are this kind of person who are busy, a working mother, you can express your milk, store it in one of the storage packages that I've showed you, to up to 4 days in the refrigerator. Yeah. If you want to store your milk for a very long time, there are those people that just keep expressing, and they keep their milk up to when a baby makes a year, like for a long time, just in case the milk supply reduces. They have their storage, they have their milk stored in their freezers. So if you're that kind of mother, you can express your milk, put them in these kinds of packets, and place them in your freezer. Make sure they are frozen. Yeah. If you want them to stay up to 6 months or stretch up to a year, it is better to use these kinds of packages in the freezer. I repeat, if you're just stepping out of home, or you are, stay-at-home mother, and you're not going to stay away from the baby for more than 4 hours, you can express, keep at room temperature. If you're a working mother and you just want to express your milk and probably leave it at home, maybe to feed on as you're away, you can put it in the refrigerator and it can stay up to 4 days. If you want to store your milk for a long time, up to 6 months or up to a year, you can put it in the freezer and make sure it is frozen. Well, a lot of challenges come with keeping your milk in the freezer or in the refrigerator, because because it comes with power, just in case the power goes off. Your milk can actually get spoiled if it takes long to come back on. So a lot of challenges come with storage of breast milk. Personally, I used to prefer the 4 hours in the first 3 months when I was still at home. Then when I resumed work, I would do the refrigerator for up to 4 days, but it wouldn't reach 4 days. Every time I would express, by the time I reach home, that is, the milk would start with the next morning as I am away, right? So I would advise those that are keeping the milk in the freezer, for a long time. It is better these packages have where to write the dates you've stored the milk. So it is better, as you're giving it to the baby, you start with the date you started with first. Yeah, I don't know whether I'm getting it. For example, if you put this milk in the freezer today, the 24th of October, and it is 6 months later, you will have to start with this one, right? Because you've probably expressed a lot more in the middle. So you will have to start with what you started with, so that the expiry date is closer. Well, I hope this video has been very helpful for you, and if you found it actually very helpful, give it a thumbs up. And if you are new here and you've not subscribed to this channel, well, what are you waiting for? This is the time. Feel free to join the beautiful family by subscribing, liking, and tap the notification button so that you can always be notified every time I upload a video. Feel free to comment on this video if you need to add anything about what I've said, or if you have any question about breastfeeding, motherhood, parenting, anything, you can let me know in the comment section. For your returning subscribers, thank you. Let's meet in my next video. Bye.